Satan, Lucifer, Belial, Leviathan, Samael.
As you walk on the path of Theistic Satanism, you have chosen to devote yourself to Sathanas, the Adversary, the Bringer of Enlightenment, and the champion of rebellion. This path, though empowering, is not without its trials. You will encounter moral and spiritual challenges that will test your dedication and strength. But remember, it is through facing these obstacles that you will grow. Here are my thoughts to help you navigate these challenges. As a follower of Sathanas, you embrace values that often conflict with morals imposed by society. Sathanas teaches us to rebel against oppression and value individuality above blind obedience. However, rebellion without purpose can lead to ruin. True rebellion is about breaking free of constraints that limit your potential, not about destruction for the sake of destruction. You will encounter situations where your desire for autonomy may seem to oppose society's collective morality. While it is your right to forge your own path, remember, with freedom comes responsibility. True power lies not in mindless defiance, but in knowing when to stand firm and when to temper your will. Seek to embody the wisdom of Sathanas, a rebel with a purpose, not a slave to chaos. Balance your actions so that your pursuit of self-empowerment doesn't lead you to disregard the well-being of others. We defy what is unjust, but we do not bring harm to those that do not deserve it. Question the norms, challenge the rules, but do so with clarity and wisdom. The world will always label us as evil because we honor Sathanas, who they believe represents the ultimate malevolent being. This is a deeply ingrained belief, shaped by centuries of religious dogma that casts Sathanas into the enemy role of goodness, but we know better. Sathanas is not the embodiment of evil, but the adversary to blind faith and oppression. Yet the concept of evil is not something that you should dismiss entirely. While the world may see us as the embodiment of darkness, it is up to you to redefine what true evil means. Is evil simply going against the status quo, or is it found in acts that diminish the spirit and harm others? Reflect deeply on this. Do not allow the world's misunderstanding of our path to sway you into embracing behavior they label as evil. We are not here to indulge in hatred or cruelty. Instead, we walk a path of enlightenment using the wisdom of Sathanas to guide us. Question everything, including yourself, and remain vigilant so that your actions do not lead to unnecessary harm. As a follower of Sathanas, you must be prepared to face isolation. Society will often reject you because they do not understand your beliefs. The path we walk is not one of conformity, and that alone makes us outcasts in the eyes of the world. However, isolation can be a source of strength if you learn to embrace it. Though you may feel alone at times, you are not. Sathanas is with you, as is our coven magnum opus. We are your spiritual family, and together we will stand against ignorance and fear of the masses. The isolation you feel is a sign of your independence, a mark of your refusal to be bound by society's expectations. Stay connected and seek out others who walk similar paths in the broader satanic community. In the bonds you form with your fellow seekers, you will find the strength to continue your journey. And when solitude comes, use it as an opportunity for reflection and growth. One of the greatest strengths of theistic Satanism is its rejection of rigid dogma. Sathanas does not bind us to rules or doctrine. Instead, he encourages us to explore our spirituality freely and to discover our own truths. But this freedom can also be a challenge. Without a clear structure, it is easy to feel lost. You must take responsibility for your own spiritual growth. This requires discipline. Engage often in rituals, reflect on your progress, and seek wisdom from a variety of sources. Sathanas offers you the freedom to craft your own spiritual journey, but this means you must be diligent in your efforts. Freedom without focus leads to stagnation. Set clear goals for your spiritual practice and remain committed to those goals. Exploration is encouraged, but always remember to come back to the core of our belief that Sathanas is the one who empowers you to be your truest self, free from limitations imposed by others. Fear and doubt are natural parts of this path. Sathanas is a figure that the world has taught society to fear, and even those of us who follow him are not immune to these fears. There will be times when you wonder if you are truly on the path or if you're being misled. These doubts, however, are not signs of weakness, but growth. To confront these fears, meditate on your connection with Sathanas. Reflect on how his path has brought you to a greater understanding, strength, and freedom. If you feel you are growing, then you're on the right path. Fear will come and go, but each time you face it, you become stronger. Sathanas does not offer a path free of challenges. He offers the strength to overcome those challenges. Do not shy away from fear. Confront it. Let it be your teacher, and let it guide you toward a deeper understanding of your own power and abilities. Sathanas is the embodiment of personal power. He teaches us to rise above the limitations of others and claim our rightful place as sovereign beings. However, power must be handled with care. Power without responsibility becomes tyranny, and that is not the path we follow. True power lies not in dominating others, but in mastering yourself. As you gain strength and knowledge, remember that with great power comes responsibility. Use your abilities to uplift yourself, but do not allow your ego to drive you to cruelty or arrogance. The greatest expression of power is self-mastery, not control over others. Persuasion is more desirable and powerful than brute force. Always seek balance. Assert your strength but temper it with satanic wisdom. Remember that your goal is growth and liberation, not destruction. One of the most insidious challenges you will face is the influence of mainstream media, social media, and groupthink. The world is full of voices that seek to control how you think and how you see the world. In this capacity, these sources of lies become a poisoned well. These outlets and platforms push conformity and demand that you adopt the view and values of the collective. This destroys independent thought and attacks those with differing opinions. Sathanas teaches us to think for ourselves. We must be vigilant against the mind-numbing effects of groupthink. The media, in particular, has a powerful stranglehold over the masses, shaping their beliefs, fears, and behaviors. It seeks to homogenize thought into an official narrative, leaving very little room for true individuality. You must understand the official narrative does not equate to truth. You must resist this influence. Question everything that the media presents to you. Do not accept their narratives at face value, for they are often designed to keep the masses complacent, obedient, and detached from reality. The Zionist media justifies atrocities and true evil with every breath. Do not be fooled with their version of the truth. Part of your spiritual practice should involve regularly stepping back from these external influences. Meditate, reflect, and engage in critical thought. Sathanas has given you the gift of independent thought. Do not squander it by allowing your mind to be shaped by forces that serve only the most vile and evil in this world. The path you have chosen is not an easy one, but it is one of immense power and transformation. You will face moral, spiritual, and societal challenges that will test your strength. But with the wisdom of Sathanas and the support of this satanic ministry, you will grow stronger with every trial you overcome. Embrace your individuality, question everything, and rise above the limitations imposed by others. Sathanas is with you, guiding you toward enlightenment and power. Remain steadfast in your journey, and remember, true rebellion is not about rejecting all constraints. It is about forging your own path with truth, purpose, and integrity. I send you satanic blessings, brothers and sisters. Ave Satanas.